here for this opportunity. It's the Lakers. It's one of the best clubs in history, so I'm excited to be here.
And for Rob, Nico was speaking with reporters, I believe on Sunday after the trade. He praised you specifically for keeping the negotiations between you two up until, I imagine, the final moments. At what point did you, I guess, introduce this trade idea to Jeannie, and what was her initial reaction when you told her about it?
Yeah, so this all started with the coffee in Dallas, where Nico approached us with the concept, and because there was a partnership and a history of travel in the world between Nico and myself working around Kobe Bryant, there was a fabric of trust in the discussions. And these type of deals are incredibly intricate and complicated. And along the way, we knew there would be 248 insurmountable snags to get to the end, and there were. And so over the course of 3 weeks, call it, an issue would come up, and we'd think there was no way to climb the mountain, and we'd figure out a way. Then the next issue would come up, and you just keep going, and you stay committed to the work. You stay committed to trying to get the deal done in a partnership sense. I think a lot of people talk about negotiations in terms of who won and who lost. I try to approach a negotiation in the sense of how do we build a partnership where we can get to the end. And I think that was the lens that we worked and the premise we worked under. And when the concept was initially introduced to us, it was, hey, the only way we can even have these discussions was if it's between owner and GMs. And there was a commitment to that. And if we broke that commitment by talking to anyone else, this day would never happen. So I think trust was at the center of all those discussions. And I called Jeannie after the coffee in Dallas and brought her in immediately, as I do with everything. Her and I have a really strong working relationship, and the fabric of that is that we share things in real time. And she was extraordinarily excited and hopeful that we could get to the end, which we were able to do.
Hey, Luca and Rob, Melissa Rowland, Fox Sports. Over here. I have a question for both of you guys. Obviously, from the league's biggest superstars to fans, people were shocked that the Mavericks were willing to deal a 25-year-old superstar in his prime who has another 10 years at least ahead of him. What was both of your guys', I guess, Rob, what was your level of shock that this was even on the table? And Luca, what was your level of shock that the Mavs were willing to deal you?
I try to take everything in stride. I think, it's interesting if all of us watch Luca play. He has a combination of basketball joy and killer instinct, which is really rare. That was number 8, number 24. And I think learning lessons from that mentality are to stay in the moment. And so I don't think of it in terms of shock, surprise. I think of it in, okay, this is coming at me. It's like a game. Maybe a blitz is coming at Luca. He's not going to be shocked. He's going to stay in the moment, figure out the read, and make the play. And so when the opportunity came to me, that was sort of my mindset, is to, okay, this is coming. This is a concept that came to me. Now, how do I process this mentally to get the deal completed? And right away, when it was brought up at the coffee, my mind started churning. There were so many complicated things. We have the Mavericks are hard capped at the first apron. The Lakers are up against the second apron. There's trade kickers. There's going to be a third team that's going to have. So my gears were turning about the deal the same way his basketball mind is processing a play. And so I just tried to live in the moment, and I tried to carry that with me for 3 or 4 weeks as this was unfolding. And by staying in the moment, I think it helped us get to the end.
Everybody was surprised, so you can imagine how surprised I was. I was almost asleep, so when I got a call, I had to check it was April 1st. I didn't really believe it at first. And it was a big shock. It was hard moments for me. It was home, so it was really hard moments for me, especially the first day. But as I said, I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey.
Luca, over here on your left, Malika Andrews with ESPN. It's good to see you. Welcome to LA. You've been a fan of LeBron. You've talked about it for a long time, but he's also been a fan of you. He's tried to work with you at various different times in the past, whether it be shoe deals or other things. I'm curious, what message did he reach out to you with? Was it a text? Was it a call? What was that? And how did that fuel the way that you think about coming to LA as well?
Yeah, he called me right away. He was in New York, so he called me right away. And we didn't talk much because, he said, I understand what you're feeling. But that was really nice of him just to call me right away and welcome me to LA.
Hey, Luca. We've heard from so many other players across the league, Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, Giannis, talking about their shock at this and also what it means for how teams feel about players and how no one's really safe, quote unquote, to use Steph's words. What have players said to you, and what has it meant to you to have them speak out the way they have?
I saw some comments. I wasn't really trying to be on social media these days, but I saw some comments, and it really means a lot. We are rivals, and they speak about me that nicely, so it really means a lot to me. And sure. Oh, directly, I haven't talked to a lot of people. Really.
Hey, Luca, Nikki Kay with Spectrum News right here. So emotionally, you go from thinking you're going to spend your career with one fan base, and now you arrive in a new city. First of all, impressions of Los Angeles and its fans from afar, and what does this opportunity to, have another love story with LA goes?
Yeah, I would say, like I said, I thought I was going to spend my whole career there because I think loyalty is a big word for me, and I was trying to stay by that. But this for me is a fresh start. I get to play in LA. The fans are amazing. And I got the ocean here, so it's a really big thing for me. But really, I'm really excited to be here. I getting to play for the Lakers. Now everybody can say that, and many legends passed here, many championships. So that's my goal.
Luca, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. So you wrote a Dear Dallas letter to fans. It was, very heartfelt, and you talked a little bit about, your shock. How are your feelings toward the upper levels of the organization, Nico in particular, or the decision to trade you?
Well, that's their decision, so I have no comment on that. They made the decision, I don't know why, but that's their decision, so I can't do nothing about it.
And then one of the reasons that was given was that there was concern that, beyond this summer, or that there's a chance you might not agree to the Supermax extension. Did you or anyone on your inner circle indicate that might be the case?
Absolutely not.
Luca, over here, Bill Plaschke, LA Times. Do you feel you have something to prove? Do you feel you have something to prove?
Sorry.
Do you think you have something to prove?
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, obviously, yeah, that's it. Win the championship. You don't come here for nothing else than championship, so I have everything left to prove, so, and the goal is to win the championship.
Luca, good to see you. Mark Medina with Athlon Sports and Sportskeeda. How do you address the criticism that's followed you on your way out about concerns about conditioning and durability?
It's a motive. I know it's not true. I know, but it's a motive. Like I said, I came here, one of the biggest clubs in history of sports, so it's a big motive for a long run here.
I'll just add to that one, Mark. I think greatness is an evolution and a process. And I think if you're striving for perfection, as we are as an organization or as a player is, you're going to have challenges to make yourself better until you don't play anymore. And so I think that's just something to keep in mind. I would assume the question will be forthcoming, when is Luca going to play? I'd rather just take that one head on. Our sports performance department is led by Dr. Leroy Sims. Luca's got trusted sports performance folks that are going to become part of our family in Dr. Sims' circle. And they're working together as we speak about a return to play plan. We have 5-on-5 scheduled tomorrow for Luca, and we're going to take it one day at a time just to make sure that the calf injury is in a good and safe place. So I would truly say at this point he's day to day. We're going to take it one step at a time. But if all those days go well and Luca feels good and confident, he'll be in a game soon. But we're going to partner with him. And I should mention, too, his amazing team, who's now part of our family, led by Laura Beth and Bill Duffy and the rest of the folks that are here today. When we make decisions around superstar players, and we partner and collaborate with them, and that'll be our process with Laura Beth and Duff, who are incredible at what they do.
Jared Greenberg with TNT. Rob stole my question then. I was going to ask Luca, I guess more about that, just hear from you what this process has been like. You've gone through now 4 times with this calf. So what have you done to get back on the court? How are you feeling? And how confident are you in that this won't be a reoccurring injury?
Well, for the first time, I took my time, get it to heal 100%. Other times I think I just wanted to go back on court playing basketball and not really be healthy 100%. So this time I just took my time, which was normal amount of time to get back to 100%.
Luca, David Pingalore, KTLA. Over the last couple of days, they talked about your conditioning, but maybe your lack of defense. What is your commitment to being a better defender?
Yeah, I think this year I really stepped it up honestly, and it's just being more active, more vocal, and I think I did a step ahead this year, but I need to do more steps ahead. So that's what I'm planning on.
Hey, Rob, just obviously make a blockbuster move like this. What is your balance of thinking long-term with 25-year-old and then also just the short-term, knowing that the deadline's coming up on Thursday, just balancing the long-term vision with the short-term?
We know that our roster has continued work to do to become complete. And just to be clear around the vision for our roster, we're going to build a roster that fits J.J. Redick's philosophy, his basketball philosophy. That's something that we believe in, that we support, that we want to lean into. So in terms of roster decisions, J.J. and I collaborate extensively around that and fitting how he wants to play. We know we have a need for a big. The market for bigs right now, leading into the last 2 or 3 days of the trade deadline, is very dry. There's just not a lot available. So maybe we'll be able to do some stuff around the margins. I would say in terms of a big move for that position, it's probably more realistic that would be something that comes in the off season. But Luca, will be at the center of that as we build for the long term. We want to format a team that fits JJ's coaching style and his strengths and his needs to help us win a championship with the other people that are also on our team right now who are going to be a big part of that winning as well. But your question was about long term, so I'm speaking more to long term.
Luca, I know you had about 13 games as a teammate with JJ in Dallas, and just wondered what that was like for you, the relationship that you formed, and then your thoughts about playing for him as a coach.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he couldn't move at all, so it wasn't good. No, but it was a great relationship. I really respect him. You don't see me go on podcasts. I went on his podcast twice, so you know how much respect I have for him, so I'm really excited that I can play for him.
Rob, good to see you. Along the same lines with the trade deadline and all of that, the window for Luca, 25 years old, coming off a finals appearance last year. LeBron, 22nd season, 40 years old. Like, what's the urgency level to have this team in the immediate future reach championship contender status, and whether that immediate future is between now and Thursday or the offseason going into next year? Just kind of what is the view in terms of the timeline to get
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spawncast episode 399. I went early a little bit today, this afternoon, almost evening, depends on where you are. I went early a little bit, all right? And people will file in here as we go. I just sent them the link, so it's it'll be a little bit. But it's not 6 o'clock Eastern yet. So I thought I'd flip it on its head and actually be early rather than late for a couple reasons. One, I was playing a game just now. TV's kind of still on right here, probably. And I had this, I don't say epiphany, but just this thought, this kind of this feeling as I was turning the game off as I was going through, because I do see a lot of conversation around current games, modern games. There's everything. And it just got me. It got me to the point where I'm like, I want to go live soon. I want to go live immediately because I got some thoughts about this. And Evan, I think you can contribute to this actually.
I'm suddenly shocked. What the hell is going on?
No, because I'm going back to a time period when you had a console. You had.
I mean, I still kind of do. It's the Switch you bought me. It's over there. Just don't turn it on.
Well, but like when you were actively playing the consoles and stuff, that was the PS2.
PS2. Very.
I remember you came in and traded it all at one point. You got rid of it basically. You're like, I'm good. I was going to do PC now. That was it, right? But I'm going back and thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Let me go and play, because we just had the Blue Point game that got canceled. The God of War one got word about that. But I'm thinking about Blue Point. I was going through their games as we were talking about it. And there was one game that stuck out. I haven't played it in a while. And I was like, let me fire this thing up. I did this yesterday, because I'm trying to show the kids games that aren't Fortnite or the basic run-of-the-mill Roblox. So let me show them games that let me show them games that had impact, as we went along through the generations, through like gaming history. And this game is kind of old now, and that's why it was sort of funny. I realize how old a lot of us are getting now. So if I go back to like 2005, which is almost 20 years ago. In fact, let me see the exact month this game came out. Okay, it was October, so we're still, like a good, basically the year away from this thing being 20 years old. But I'm talking about Shadow of the Colossus. All right. And the last time I really played it, like all the way through, it was on the PS3 because they did it was that Ico to put them together. Yeah. And I played a little. I played some of the PS4 one that Blue Point did. And I liked it, but I played the game so many times before that it's been several years since I really went and checked it out. And I started up, and I'm going through the opening, and man, there is this intangible. It's so hard to describe unless it's right in front of you. It's kind of like in sports where you have people who might not be the biggest, strongest, whatever, but they have these intangibles, maybe in terms of operating under pressure, whatever. I fire the game up right, and I'm looking at it. OLED display, the whole thing right back here. Have never played this game with like an OLED or like the newer version combined with like the higher end kind of setup. But then I'm looking at this thing, and it just hits me with this, right? I'm looking at it. And I don't often take screenshots when I'm playing a game. It just doesn't really come up, something I think about. But, man, there's this aura about this game that's so hard to describe. Unless it's in front of you.
Yeah, it's based in, like, heavily in cinematography and just world building. Like, the process back in the day would have been like, this could have actually just been a digital piece of work or a physical piece of concept that they had to imitate as actual endgame product and just to nail the atmosphere. But this is kind of the thing, like, this approach would only really happen if you have like a really good leadership at the place that's making the game to try to keep everyone focused on achieving this as an outcome as opposed to like doing things willy-nilly or just like trying to get stuff done without really thinking of the impact that this could cause. That's why I love Shadow of the Colossus for this.
This screen to this screen was a difference of 15 minutes. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, just the mood, the change, the atmosphere. People talk about how Elden Ring, somewhat recently, would get rid of all the HUD elements. This game was doing that. This is an actual in-game screenshot without photo mode or anything on. That's what it looked like when I'm traveling around the world. And it's so interesting. Like, it does feel like you have the you know, if you play it at night, and it's just quiet in the house and you're playing, it just has you sort of almost isolated, zoned off, aura just all over the place. It's just not something you get as often anymore. And it struck me so much when I was playing this for a couple of hours. So I cleared like 6 or 7. Like, it's pretty quick if you know what you're doing to get through it. But it is such a unique experience. What does this game see? Like, that's the thing. I'm starting to realize this as well. To where it's kind of this realization that as people come through, you know, in different generations, there are a lot of games they're just not going to be aware of, and this is Shadow of the Colossus. This is the Blue Point remake. Highly recommend it. It's something you're just not going to experience as much anymore. So that was all. It was just something that really it got a hold of me. I was like, man, I gotta mention this. I gotta say something about this thing. There's Sean.
Why are we live? Yeah, like I got pulled in here too. I'm trying to catch up.
I was sitting here. I was sitting here, and I was like, I'm gonna go live. I'm just hanging out.
That's not how this show works.
Well, you're here now. It's fine.
I'm not ready. I'm not set up.
You're not set up. What are you talking about?
He hasn't snapped one off before.
How much setup is required over there?
I'm playing the game, so I gotta lower the game volume.
Thank God my lights were on. Oh, there he goes.
I got him at it. He's fine. He hasn't been on stage yet.
The trick with this though is games like this are. But the trick with this though is Shadow of the Colossus is a game for the time. I mean, the people have developed to that point now where it is. I want the quick thing, and then I want to move to the next thing, and get the quick thing, and then move to the next. That doesn't happen here, because then you're traveling across the world. Everything's orchestrated beautifully. Like, it's designed for you to experience the world at a slower pace, whereas honestly in modern times you leave that big building in the middle, they're expecting you to be fighting the first Colossus within a second, and then as it dies you see the next and you're going to it, and it's like I don't know, it's just a difference in culture, which cultures are cyclical. Eventually some kids are going to be like, you know what, I hate speed, let's go back to slow, and then games like this can come back around.
What a time though. Still works beautifully. People can still turn this game on. Awesome experience. Hey, Celia.
It had a really hectic time. It had a.
We're already live for some reason.
Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah, I like was waiting for the link, and I was like, oh wait, you sent it, and then I was like, oh wait, we're live.
I had some things to say about Shadow of the Colossus, and most likely old man yelling at clouds. That'll be the first 10 minutes of it. I don't know. It's basically Sean's once-a-week video nowadays.
Even before the remake, it was a little shocking. It did procedural animations really well, which I thought was cool, because if you get your character next to like a slight uptick between where your floor is and like where a step is, his leg will naturally just move up into the standing on stair position. And that's PS2 that they were playing around with that, which was kind of cool. It just added to the atmosphere.
Yeah, it had no business running on the PS2.
No, absolutely.
I still can't believe it did. The remake's very good. Highly recommend it. Why isn't the re-release Sims a topic tonight? Did you, Celia, you like The Sims?
I do like The Sims. Is the re-release of the original? Yes, there is. Is it the re-release of the original Sims and Sims
1 and 2,
which was the best Sims? I'm really excited about it. Dude, it's so good. It's because you're able to customize, and there's so much more. It expanded the Sims world. I'm very excited about it. Yeah, I'll play it.
I think it just came out today, I believe. They just dropped them randomly. Announced, dropped.
Yeah.
Do you think this is for the run-up for a Games as a Service Sims eventually?
I mean, they've kind of treated the recent. They've done a lot of. They just release content for all the time.
Yeah,
They
they-
did big like
go to the shop, buy a new shirt kind of situation instead of buy the DLC that adds magic. Just weird stuff.
Yeah, so I was just describing maybe that lost feeling, Sean, that people have felt. Maybe this generation, the past couple of years with modern gaming. One of the reasons you're playing Dreamcast, stuff like that. I got hit with it before the show. That's why I was like, I'm going live right now. Maybe that, I said it was like this aura that we haven't. You don't. It might come from that lack of creativity at times, right? But there's like this aura,
partially,
kind of that grabs or hits you when you're playing a certain game, and I just felt that with Shadow of the Colossus.
I do think it's hyper focused on target demographics. That's it. And just games like Shadow of the Colossus I don't think resonate right now with a lot of people. So
yeah. Well, that's the way it goes. But yeah, that's why. No other reason. But I think Josie's popping in too. But
I think like a half hour or something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can get started then. I got my modern gaming, old gaming rant off, so it's fine. There's Josie. She can get her on here when she's ready. Alright, so the Spawncast episode 399 went off of 400 at this point. Let's go around here as Josie's almost ready, but let me go around here as we get started. Sean, you good now? Yeah, I'm fine. You're up? Okay, cool. Good to have RGT here. Yeah, what are you playing?
N64 wrestling around X.
Nice.
Okay, good stuff.
Updated rosters, stuff like that?
No, classic rosters.
Ooh.
There's Josie.
Hi, Josie.
I went live with Josie. I had like a mini old person rant.
You did.
Okay.
Okay.
That was all. So people got it like 10 minutes extra because of that. But let me just go over to Celia. How you doing, Celia?
We're doing great. Just excited for the weekend. I've been playing Majora's Mask because last week I called Sean out for the opening, like I'm taking too long in the opening. And it actually takes 35 minutes, not 25. So I was wrong. I did time myself, and I did record. It is like 12:55. So let's see how long it takes.
But
And then it was 10 minutes
also,
later.
she's well seasoned in the game. That would be like me saying, "Oh, it takes 5 hours to beat Shenmue," and then Josie's like, "No, this took me forever." You know, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, I'll play it faster. I just set up the save file. I can do that. I tried taking my time with it and like not speed running it, but yeah. So right now I'm playing it. I'm gonna 100% it. I love that game. It's like my comfort game.
You should get the strategy guide, Sean. You can do one of those videos where you beat the game, how the strategy guide tells you to beat it.
Jake the Snake is running out. I'm not supposed to be in this match, sir.
What game is it based on? The Ron you're playing? Which one? No Mercy. Oh, of course. It's gotta be No Mercy. Makes sense.
A lot of people like doing WrestleMania 2000 now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A lot of interesting WrestleMania 2000 lately.
Okay. Josie, how are you doing?
Good. I had to run from school, so that's why I was a little bit late. But I'm here.
Yeah, I guess you're back now, huh, in school?
Yeah.
College kids starting to pile in up at Newark now, so I see it starting to happen. So
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I go over to Evan. Evan's here too. Good to have Evan here. So we had a week of exclusivity discussion again. So I put that in as almost like I don't even know how much of a debate it's really going to be. Because I feel like a lot of us probably think the same with this, but I figured I'd throw it in there and maybe somebody could be the oddball here and bring up the opposite side or something to go back and forth with it. I mean, most of it's spurned on from Xbox, just starting to move games all over the place to other platforms with probably one of the most storied next to Halo at this point franchises going to PS5. Sony had a bit of a shakeup when it comes to some of their structure that had Sean laughing a bit on Twitter. And Mass Effect development beginning, BioWare is downsizing quite a bit. And we're finally done with the PS4. So we'll see about that, and I'm sure questions maybe about Nintendo Direct come up in Super Chat and Mailbag, I think. So we'll actually want to get to here. as we go along. Of course, if you'd like to support this show as well as any others, Goose Game & Talk, click our free direct Xbox, check out Spawncast Network, become a Patreon there, drop questions in for the mailbag, and hang out with some of the people over in Discord. There's a lot of conversation, especially recently going on with some of the Microsoft moves recently, and probably going to see quite a bit of discussion as we move towards April 2nd, or who knows, maybe a week or two when a direct happens. So a lot of fun stuff happening over there. There's a link down below, check it out, as well as everyone's channel and social media stuff also on channel.
Welcome back to Gills Arena, presented by Underdog.
What's everyone playing? Sean,
hold on, let me fix my Luka jersey. Hold on. Okay, disrespect the new face.
Hey, did you watch the press conference? Oh, man.
A little bit here and there. I was overcome with emotion. Emotional time.
You see that man sitting there
so slender.
I don't know what 270 he looked like. Sit look tight. I'm like, damn, 270 bodybuilder.
In shape. I said, that's a man who wants to play defense right there.
Oh, man, that's an honorable white man.
But happy Black History Month to everybody. We continue bringing you your favorite show. We're going to have more on Luka in just a moment. You know, against our will. Against our will. You know, we still got the Lakers side of the couch.
Hey, man, this is LA. You know what I mean? LA is already #1 for topics. So you just add him in it.
Hollywood.
Did you hear the question?
It was
beautiful. Have you ever seen this many people? Oh, man. The press conference, I've never had this many people asking me questions. Just want to show you.
Look, we're going to get it that.
We just want to show you support. I was down there in the building. I watched it, so it was like I'm there. I never watched press. Who watched press conference?
So skinny.
We
thought it was a future move, and we think it is for the future, of course. But the fact that this man going to play at least 10 more years. This is crazy. I'm saying the fact that they did it, like you don't really, till you start actually saying it a lot, it's crazy.
You listen to all the fluff that's going around. Yeah, all right.
Oh, he didn't do that.
Really, that's why I said
he was drinking up all the sweet tea after practice.
Like in the chat, I'm like, yo, the league, like this man finna be on one. Like, I really believe like he about to be on one.
God is good.
Gonna be. He's been on one.
A little motivation.
It can't stop. It ain't just getting bigger to disappear.
He's good at basketball.
What's a fat first team fat man? Cool.
Looks skinny to me.
I could jump into it now. We can wait.
We're going to wait. We're going to save it. This is a little tease before we get into
I like it.
A little appetizer, if you will.
I like it. You know, a little appetizer.
But this is Gills Arena presented by Underdog. Woo, woo. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. We got NBA champion of the world, former Laker, the same team that Luka Doncic now plays on. Swaggy P. Nick Young in the building.
My dog.
Just in case.
Champion.
I
recognize that chip now.
This the champion right here.
I recognize this chip. I know why you like Yellow Star Burgers. I know.
And we're going to talk about that in a second, too. We got former #1 pick,
It's Laker shit.
the bully from Oak Cliff, Texas, Kenyon Martin, back here with us. Not a Mavs fan, so was not impacted by the Luka trade to the Lakers.
It sucked when I was a kid. That's why. It was ass when I was a kid.
Is that Jimmy
When I was a kid,
Jimmy Jackson?
high school.
Whoa.
Before that.
Rolando Blackman and Derek Harper and all
Yes,
that.
them, they was ass. Brad Davis, Dwight, yeah, they was terrible.
And last but not least, we got the man known as Cemetery Larry. Rashad McCants in the building. Rashad, see you in the I Hate Sneakers shirt. I understand, I don't know. Is that
That's a middle finger?
is that where Luka ranks right now? In terms of face of the league, number one. Yep, number
That's
one.
what he's telling everybody, huh?
Yeah, number one. Even AI agree. Even AI agree. Before we start the show, though.
We did the AI shit.
While being a Laker fan. That's the funny part.
That's crazy. Courtside boy had courtside season tickets.
Pointing up to the sky. I hope y'all prepared with the crowd. No, we were prepared. No, we were going to convert you. Feel like we broke the spirit yesterday. We want you to build back up today.
Yes, it was a tough day. You was thinking this today I'm going to ease up, but goddammit, don't piss me off.
Before we get into our usual show, we got to talk about something that happened before the show today. Nick, you had some Starbursts lined out as you traditionally do before show. Had a bunch of reds. What happened when Gil walked in?
I never heard somebody see a bunch of red Starbirds. I was mad. I'm like, oh, damn, I got 3. He won't think I gotta give him my red Starbirds up. He said, nah, I want that yellow Starbird. That right there, that's what really was crazy. Yeah.
Yellow one.
A yellow Starbird over 4 reds. 4 reds sitting right there.
No way. Hey, brother, can you take that white man for me?
Same thing.
That's what I was going to do. Hey, Bronny and Bron, can you take that white man right there for me? My kids want a picture. Bronny and Bron. Hey, both of y'all. My kids want a picture. They want a picture. They already got y'all picture. Go ahead. Y'all move. We've been seeing you for 25 years. Watch out. Go ahead.
Like they did Babyface on the Grammy red carpet. Oh, excuse me. Oh,
didn't they just do that to fucking on the Grammy carpet?
Yeah, Babyface. They got
Babyface.
That was that.
Hey, Babyface.
You don't know
Babyface. Hey. Move out the way. Watch out. Hey, white girl, we don't know who your name is. Come on over here. Hey, come on over here. We want you. Hey, Babyface.
That's this young ass generation, man.
Go get some coffee.
Yellow fucking kids, man.
Like yellow.
Lakers color.
Nothing.
Who like yellow though? Over red.
Over
You
red.
gotta understand. You ain't never that.
Strawberry, cherry, berry.
Do you eat lemons or strawberries? Like which one you
It's not the same. It's
Yes, it
different.
is.
Candy is not the
It's supposed to represent
But it
that.
doesn't.
You know what it represents? Being sour.
Red.
Like, I go to pack in a row. Like, I go in a row. I'm not going to deviate. I eat it.
Like me, I see the
Red, pink, orange,
Orange and yellow.
Orange and yellow.
Out of here.
Orange and yellow.
I'm not going to be like, no, I don't like that
I ain't
flavor.
gonna open it up.
I don't like that flavor. Like, now going through the pen. No,
Whatever's on the top.
I'm going to no.
I really say like the orange
just
and
discussed
yellow
that.
like the last, so I have to eat them.
Oh, you give them away.
Really?
Yeah. But yellow is Lakers color.
How about M&M's?
Them the dudes that don't eat vegetables.
They don't say it.
Oh, I was gonna say. I don't want those in there.
We're going to eat all them.
Yeah.
Them the dudes that don't eat vegetables go get fried rice, sell no vegetables, fried rice and shit like that. Right?
No, somebody's like,
No peas and carrots in my
No,
shit.
It depends on where we at.
exactly. See,
Depends on where we at.
don't drink water.
No, if you do no vegetables, they gotta make a whole new batch though.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah, we used to send the dude to PA chain and all that, bar to go get food and all that, dude get fried right there. No veg. What type of grown motherfucker don't eat vegetables?
That's
Like,
You don't even. It's not like you taste it.
yeah, them the same dudes you got to put in don't drink water. Them the dudes that want Gatorade, they water bottles, drink soda with every meal and
Well, like my
juice.
homie,
Yeah.
my homie eat In and Out with no cheese on the burger.
That's you back there?
That's him back there.
Just plain burger and bread. Jailhouse. Bread. Meat and bread.
I said, how you not get the cheese is the crack?
Yes.
You just needling. You ain't got nothing in there. You just like the needle.
You ain't got no tourniquet in there. You searching.
There ain't no juice in there, bro. You got to get the cheese.
just needle it.
Not a chance.
Double burger with cheese.
With cheese.
With cheese.
Not a double cheeseburger. A double burger with cheese.
If I don't have cheese on, I can't eat that.
Let me get a double burger with cheese.
That is some cheese.
Yes. Yeah, that's not.
We're talking burgers and shit.
We're distracted from more important conversations we need to have, particularly a Caucasian gentleman that made his way to the Lakers today. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. And Luca, please pull up. We got a spot for you. We got the jersey already, fresh off the press. Ooh.
And some of y'all ghost watching, subscribe.
Subscribe. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We set a world record yesterday.
I don't care about like. Just subscribe.
Just subscribe.
You watch it. Even if you don't like the shit, subscribe.
We gotta fudge the algorithm. Appreciate to everybody out there. Our biggest show ever yesterday. We had over 85,000 people in the chat, which secured our suite for the Lakers Mavs game. Underdog, don't think we forgot. Break bread. February 25th. It's a Tuesday.
You talk about the current number though. The current number's kind of crazy. 800 almost.
Basically. Right.
Not even 24 hours. They trying. They be trying. They be trying.
In the arena. But here's what's cracking in the arena today. Luka's trade to the Lakers sent shockwaves through the basketball and sports world. Which superstars around the league are actually untouchable? And we will have Some sound from his press conference today. We see Rob Pelinka with the slender leather jacket. Okay, look at him, looking very metro. We respect it. The Warriors are reportedly working the phones trying to land a star before the deadline, but are the Dubs too thirsty to try and get a deal done? They are cooked. The dynasty is officially over. And the 2025 NBA All-Star teams are set. Which players deserve the love? Which ones got snubbed? We see LaMelo up there, the most famous ball brother. No longer, that is Jello, but nonetheless should have been in the All-Star game. Before we get into all that, the best app for your big game party is on your phone. That's right, you and all your friends could be feasting on Underdog. Ride together on stats like passing yards, first TDs, interceptions, and so much more. If you or your friends haven't joined Underdog yet, get on there. So go ahead, download the app, use promo code GILL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. As for tonight, Kenyon has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Let's take a look. You got Cat hired. 1.5 three-pointers made. Knicks at the Raptors, after losing to the Lakers, did defeat the Rockets last night, won 6 of their last 7 games. Of course, that game that they did not win against LeBron in the Lakers squad. You got Josh Hart, hired 15.5 rebounds and assists, certified triple-double machine. Kawhi Leonard, hired 18.5 points. Obviously, Lakers take on the Clippers tonight. Not really the bad of LA because Luka will not be playing in the game, but nonetheless, still on the schedule, so you got to play it. And Ivica Zubac, hired 14.5 rebounds and assists in that game tonight.
Oh, Clippers play Lakers tonight.
They do. Well, the almost Lakers.
Almost Lakers.
Not the Luka. Not the Lukas, the Lakers.
Yeah, he gonna get a couple assists, hit him in the pocket, corner. Norman Powell over that motherfucker.
Oh, LeBron gonna be going Kawhi, huh?
No.
No?
They gonna have
Going Jones.
Black and Mount.
Yeah, they gonna have.
You gonna have the best player on the best player?
No.
Alright. Changing my perspective a little bit.
The best player? Well, yeah. Technically right now.
Right now.
The Lakers number 1 option, Curry.
Yeah, because he's on limited time out there. He be getting to it.
Kawhi on limited time?
Yeah, he be getting to it. No, they be featured like he getting to it. And he efficient.
Yeah, they gonna kill the Lakers.
20-something first half.
I mean, that's what everybody said about the Knicks.
That's a good pick right there.
They said that about the Knicks game Saturday. We saw what happened. We got an energized, revitalized Lakers squad. JJ Redick amped up.
Might probably, just because he been playing good the last 3 games. He's just so iffy, man.
So we asked the chat if they're riding or fading your picks tonight, Kenyon. 67 or 63% said they are riding with you tonight. They support you. You can win 9 times your bread if you add Kenyon's partner pack on the Underdog app. As always, we do mostly fans. End of every show. If you drop a good question in the chat, we use it on this program. $50 bonus to your Underdog account if you send us a video at mostlyfansgill@gmail.com. We use that on the program. $100 bonus to your account. If you can't watch the show live, it's on YouTube. And help us set another record today. We have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So we're going to talk Luka in a moment. There's other things going on around the NBA we're going to discuss. So All-Star Cade Cunningham and the Pistons hosted recent All-Star snub Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks Monday night. But it was Trae who got the last laugh in that game. Let's take a look. As time was winding down, Trae did his thing. Step back.
Don't step over him, Trae. Don't step over him. Oh my goodness, he stepped over him.
Stepped over him.
He stepped over that.
Gave the Hawks the lead with just under 2 seconds, man.
And then kept stepping on him.
Turned out to be the difference in the game. Shout out Trae, but takes me to step back.
Don't step over him, Trae. Don't step over him. Oh my goodness, he stepped over him.
Stepped over him.
He stepped over that.
Gave the Hawks the lead with just under 2 seconds, man.
And then kept stepping on him.
Turned out to be the difference in the game. Shout out Trae, but takes me to my next point. So last Thursday, NBA announced the NBA All-Star Game reserves, which was a week after the All-Star starters were announced. So let's take a look at the 12 players from each conference who made the cut. So we see the list representing the West. You got Steph, KD, SGA, LeBron, Joker, AD, who's now on the Mavs, no longer on the Lakers. Anthony Edwards, James Harden, Jaren Jackson Jr., Şengün, Wemby, future Lakers, and Jalen Williams. And on the East, Giannis, Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Cat, Jaylen Brown, Cade, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Dame, Evan Mobley, Pascal Siakam. So, looking at that list, see a lot of great names on there. Shout out to them. But one name we do not see is Trae Young. So let's take a look at some of the other snubs from the 2025 All-Star Game. Players who were probably deserving, but did not make the cut. So some notable names, you got Trey LaMelo, Tyrese Maxey, Frogner, as Gil likes to say, Tyrese Halliburton. West side, you got Sabonis, Current Spur, De'Aaron Fox, Kyrie, Norm Powell, who a lot of us on this couch felt like were deserving, and D-Book. League leaders in assists per game and rebounds per game are not all-stars. Shout out to Underdog NBA.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So after the All-Star reserves were announced, Ice Trae took to Twitter to voice his frustration with getting snubbed yet again. He was frustrated, he said, and it's no longer getting snubbed, it's getting Trae at this point. Laughing emoji. Sorry to my fans. It'll change eventually. All right. Talk soon. So as you look at that, do you understand Trae Young's frustration with getting snubbed from the All-Star game yet again?
What do you mean?
Maybe not. There's nothing you can do about it, but yeah, but so at the time that this stuff went out, right, that they made the decision, so Cade made it, Tyler Hero made it. At the time, them teams had 2 more wins than Trae Young. Right, so all of them in the same boat. So this man made the league assists, double-double. They could be, Dame them had 4 more wins than them. He's doing more for his team. Tyler Hero, they same, from 5 to 9, right now is only 3 games separated in win column.
Between how many teams? 4 teams?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes. So Milwaukee, Miami, Detroit, Orlando, Atlanta.